Hey everyone, it's Brandy and welcome back to my channel, Brandy Janae's Bookshelf. Today I'm here to do a video that I haven't done in quite a while, which is a manga first impression of Fly Me to the Moon volumes 1 through 3 by Kenjiro Hata. Honestly, I literally just read all three of these today, so it's probably going to be just a mash of talking about all three of them together, unless it's something specific that I wanted to go over in each one, which I don't think it will be. But obviously, if something comes to mind while I'm talking, I will go ahead and mention that, because I'm going to be doing this without any notes at all. So starting off, I'm going to go ahead and get into a brief description. I think I might just go ahead and read the description from the back, since it isn't that long and I don't want to like jumble over or take like 10 minutes trying to explain when there's like a perfectly good explanation on the back. So the first volume says, from the day his parents named him, Nasa Yuzaki has felt connected to outer space, whether he likes it or not. His efforts to outperform the space program veer off when an accident introduces him to Tsukasa, a mysterious girl with strange powers. Is she an alien, a moon goddess, or something else? Since she insists on marrying him, Nasa will have plenty of chances to find out. Kind of delving a little bit deeper into that, Nasa was teased a lot when he was younger, or really growing up, by pretty much everyone that was around him, classmates and teachers alike, because of the name that his parents gave him. It's spelled like NASA. In order to prove everyone wrong, he's like, I'm gonna be the best that I can be and gonna be the top of the class and go and like go study to be an astronaut. But he's out one day, I think he's about to prep for entrance exams for high school, and he ends up seeing this girl randomly, and he wants to go talk to her. In the process of him walking to try to go and meet her, he ends up getting hit by this truck, and it kind of veers his life off course for a year. And then after that, he decides that he doesn't want to do anything. Like, his life has lost all purpose if he isn't able to find this girl, because he saw her and then he was injured so badly he passed out before he was taken to the hospital, and he hasn't seen her. During that time or whatever, they talked a little bit, and he, I think, asked her out, and she was like, well, if we go out, you have to marry me. And he automatically agrees. And then we skip forward until he's 18, I believe. He's living on his own. He finally moved out of his parents' house, and he has been working part-time. And then the girl randomly shows up at his apartment, and she's just like, I have the marriage license. I just need you to fill out your information out. We're gonna go take this to the department that fills this out, and then we're gonna be married. And he does it, and they're literally married within like the first few chapters, I believe. And they're kind of navigating life after that. They don't really know anything about each other, and it's just like them getting to know each other while also being married and trying to figure out different things that have come up, like obstacles, as well as just like getting to know each other in general. So this wasn't what I was expecting it to be. I think because of the whole like tagline of like, is she an alien or a moon goddess, and like with the whole title, I thought it was going to be something like supernatural, which it still has the chance to be that, but I'm pretty sure that it's not going to be. I was kind of looking for like a new paranormal type of, or fantastical type of story, and it's very much contemporary, or at least as far as these first 3 volumes. It's one of those things that I feel like it's weird, because I've been pretty much on the fence about the series, because it almost seems like nothing is happening, but at the same time it's like something intriguing about it, where once I start reading it, I'm like flipping through until I'm done. And I think most of that is because we don't really know much about one of our characters, and I'm just like, okay, we're never gonna find out more. Like, is it more to the story? Like, obviously there's more to the story, and why she like randomly came to him after so many years. It was just like, okay, yeah, we're getting married now. I don't know. There's just a lot that goes into this that I feel like I'm on two ends of the spectrum. I don't know if this is something that I'm ready to fully invest in, but on the other hand, it's something super intriguing about it, something where I have still been wanting to read despite the fact that I feel like there's not much happening. Also, I think one of the other reasons why I feel like I'm not as invested in the story is that lately I've been preferring more adult romances, even when it comes to mangas. So like, looking at this as compared to something like Sweat and Soap, I don't necessarily care about the sexual content. Like, that's not a huge deal for me, because that's not why I read mangas. Like, usually that's not even why I read romance. It's just part of it that if it's done well, I enjoy that part of it. But there was no like intimacy, like there was no romance before the start of the actual relationship, and it wasn't like, oh, we're gonna be fake married because of a certain situation. Like, no, they were just like, okay, yeah, we're married now, and now we have to actually figure out who the other person is and if we're actually compatible. It was just one of those things where I was just like, I don't feel like this is the right way to do things. However, with that being said, I'm pretty sure that this is shonen, so it's going to be very different from usually like the type of like romance that I would enjoy, because I feel like shoujos and even joseis would really focus in on that portion of the like relationship. And this one was just like, okay, we're jumping right into the marriage, we'll figure everything else out later. So I don't know, I feel like I'm not really doing the best job. I just really kind of wanted to come on and like briefly talk about these, because I kind of just did a quick read of everything. I put it through CallPal, which is the system I'm currently using to rate books. If you haven't heard about this was a booktuber. She created the system for herself in order to have more consistent ratings, and she breaks it up by character, atmosphere, which is like world building, writing, plot, intrigue, logic, whether something makes sense or not, and then enjoyment. Each of those elements you rate 1 through 10, and she has a spreadsheet where you put in your your ratings, and then it'll average everything out, and then based on whatever numbers you get, it'll give you the star rating. So if you haven't been on my channel at all, because I feel like these videos typically to get people that aren't subscribers of mine, this is the system that I have been using all year. So any ratings that I've had in 2021 have been based on this CallPal system, and so far I feel like it's been pretty consistent, and I have been enjoying using it. So yeah, that's how I rated each of these. So volume 1 ended up getting 4 stars, volume 2 got 3 stars, and then volume 3 got 4 stars. So it went back and forth. I think mainly because of volume 2, we were introduced into Tsukasa's sister, who was dead set on letting everyone know that she didn't approve of this marriage and was trying anything possible to break them up. And like, it was like no real reason. She didn't give a reason why she was trying to do this, and that really frustrated me. Also, something about this series that kind of frustrated me as well was the fact that now Nasa has pretty much everything he wanted. He found the girl, or the girl found him. They're now in a relationship, and he continues to like settle. Like, he has the ability, and I know it might be a little different because he never went to high school, he didn't go to college, but I'm sure that there is a way for him to like get to back to where he wanted to be. And it just seems like now he's just like, okay, well, I'm content with this life, so I'm gonna continue working part-time. And then I'm like, she's not working, and I could see this already being an issue, because like, even in volume 3 they're talking about moving out, because he was living in this very small, very cheap apartment, and now that she's living with him and he's pretty much supporting her, it's just like, so are you gonna like be living like this for the rest of the series? Once again, I know this is a shonen, so it's going to take a very different approach than something that I would typically enjoy. So I'm just kind of like keeping that in the back of my mind. But at the same time, I'm just like, y'all need to get it together. Also, I don't like how much the mystery of Tsukasa and who she is, where she came from, how all of that is being drawn out. And like Nasa isn't even really questioning it. He asked her like one question about, I think, possibly meeting her parents, but that didn't go very far at all. So I don't know how that's gonna go like moving forward. So as of right now, I'm enjoying the series. It's probably gonna average out to like somewhere between 3 and 4 stars, probably on the higher end. But so far so good. I think as of right now I will continue to try to check these out from the library so that I can continue to read them, but I'm not going to collect them as of right now because I don't know if I'm going to enjoy the direction the series goes. If you've read the series or know anything about it, let me know your thoughts down in the comments and if it's worth it to continue on. If not, let me know if it's a series that you might possibly be interested in reading if you enjoy manga. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, as well as subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye.